Within a Power BI tenant, report content is stored within app workspaces, and the main mechanism for sharing content within an organization is to publish app workspaces. When an app workspace is published, it becomes an app, and that usually means a read-only version of the original app workspace. There are three types of content which can be included in a published app: dashboards, reports, and Excel workbooks. And this means not simply the data contained in the workbook, but the workbook itself, all of the sheets, pivot tables, charts, etc. The only things which will not be included are VBA macros and Power Pivot data models. The ability to upload Excel workbooks into an app workspace is particularly useful during the early stages of Power BI adoption, where organizations will often face resistance from a minority of Excel power users who would prefer to continue using Excel for all their data analysis and reporting. Allowing these users to upload their Excel solutions into Power BI app workspaces is a good way of keeping these users on board with the long-term Power BI adoption strategy. So in our exercises folder, in 02 Excel from the Power BI service, we have a basic Excel dashboard which we can upload. And let's just take a look inside. So we've got a couple of charts, a slicer, and a timeline. And basically when we upload this into an app workspace, the idea is that everything continues to function as it did within Excel offline. So let's go into the Power BI service. And I have a workspace here called UK Sales. To upload that workbook, we switch across to the Workbooks tab, and then in the bottom left of the screen, we click on Get Data. And then we scroll down to the Files type, and it's local because it's on my hard drive. And here it is, Excel Dashboard. From here, we've got the choice of importing, like we did in the previous video, but this time we're interested in uploading. So when we click the Upload button, the entire workbook is uploaded into the Power BI service, into the current app workspace. So if I click on Workbooks again, here's the uploaded workbook, and then when we click to open it, it opens in Excel Online. And let's press F11 to go into full screen mode. And we can also close the navigation pane on the left to give ourselves a bit more room. So we've got our basic Excel dashboard, and all of the Excel functionality works exactly as it did, albeit a little bit more slowly. You'll also notice that we have a pin icon, and this enables us to actually pin any content from within the Excel workbook onto a dashboard. So let's just zoom out a little bit by typing Control-, and then let's click in the bottom right cell. When you want to pin, you simply make a selection. So from that bottom right cell, we simply press Control-Shift up arrow, followed by Control-Shift left arrow, and now we've got the entire grid selected. So we click on Pin, and we're pinning this to a new dashboard, and we have a rather obtrusive message. Let's call the dashboard Excel Dashboard, and we'll click on Pin. Then we can click on Go to Dashboard, and you'll notice that the timeline is missing. And I think this is simply a limitation of this feature. It doesn't support that particular visual. And then we can resize and obviously mix this with other content. We could change this heading by just clicking on the ellipsis menu and choosing Edit Details. And let's lose the subtitle. Now, of course, there's no functionality on the dashboard. It's simply an image, which when you click on any part of it, will take you back into Excel Online so you can interact with the original worksheet. And of course, when we publish this app workspace, the audience will also have the ability to interact with that content. So if I go back to my UK Sales app workspace, and in the top right click on Publish App, and we'll just type Demo as our description. Leave the navigation section with all the default settings, and then we've just got to share with either an individual or a group. And for this demo, I'm going to share with the Sales and Marketing group. We'll click on Install this app automatically, so they won't have to click on Get Apps to actually find it. And we'll then deactivate these last two options, keeping the app read-only. And to finish, we just click on Publish App. So let's close. And now let's look at the experience of one of the people that this app has been shared with. So let's click on Refresh to make sure that the app is available. And then we simply click on Apps, and here's the app that's been published. So all consumers of an app will have exactly the same experience. And here's our Excel dashboard. And that same Excel experience is now part of what is essentially a Power BI app.